Hi guys, just coming up to midday. Equities and risk assets liking the feel to things at the moment. Positive murmurings coming out of Oxford recently. An ITV article by Robert Peston getting things moving along with the vaccine trial rumours from last night. We gapped higher as the news obviously came out late last night. And we're continuing to push on. Fresh highs for the day in the S&P. I guess keep an eye on this whole level was key earlier on in the session before we would then potentially get to the high that we had of the week. And when we bring this in, we now have to start looking at levels not seen for quite some time, really going back to the double top from the 8th and 9th of June. There's also those lows around January, late January, early Feb. So a close above here is key, and I would certainly, from a longer term, medium term perspective, be looking for something like that to come through. So yeah, I'd be keeping a watch on how we finish the day. Another failed test up here, it might just be lead to a bit of profit taking for sure. It is such a key level, but it seems for now that the bulls are in control. If you watched the briefing earlier, Ant was saying he was feeling quite bullish about things as well, and you can still see an area of previous resistance turning to support. We haven't filled the gap, so that's something just to bear in mind. You've got a lot of potential support points for longs later on, so the bears have got their work cut out to really take over this market. A massive rejection of 32, 31 could be the start of it, but for now you've got to remain bullish. The Dow is obviously up on the highs of the day as well, and the Nasdaq starting slower, it has to be said, to try and recover a bit, but keep a watch on its high. For me, the key level of those lows from Monday morning, which turned into resistance late, still would be the obvious target for a bigger push and really where the next big move could happen. But for now, it's holding up a bit. Euro highest it's been for a long time. We had a bit of a recovery. Didn't quite get down to that previous high. Quite a few traders would have been eyeing that up for a push. We're now on the previous high, and this area is key. You can see if we draw a horizontal line up, we're now looking at the high of the 10th of March, literally as I speak. So keep a watch on that. Again, close above, then we are looking at the high of the year. The bears, they would want us to close the day back below the 10th of June. So yeah, it's a big level, and certainly for the euro, I was talking about this with our traders earlier. Look at this whole zone. Is it worth a cheeky short up here? Potentially risk reward, I think is quite good. But yeah, for now, euro pushing on. Dollar is weakest it's been for a while. The pound is also loving that. I guess in hindsight, you can see, look at these lovely failed tests low, and they're just such a good opportunity, really are, to get long. Big resistance coming up, and also worth noting that on the daily chart, if we are to have a bigger push for the pound, you've got the 200-day moving average in the mix as well. That's the 21, which found a bit of support on, so I always like keeping a watch on that, certainly in the Nasdaq anyway. But 200-day moving average, you can see worthwhile is keeping a watch on how it reacts around there. Gold, decent push higher yesterday, but if we're going to be going higher today off risk on, maybe actually we have to see a bit of a recovery in gold, and it can drift down lower. I'll be keeping a watch basically almost where we're trading now. Pivot, previous highs as well. That's my line in the sand. Buyers to come in around here to push us up makes sense, and if we do maybe close below that pivot, then I think we can get down to at least 1800 as a bit of a zone as well. Anyway guys, hope you all have a great second half of the day, and I'll catch you all later on.